Hey, what's up guys? I'm Praetorian.
And Jynx here.
And welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 on the PlayStation 5. So this is going to be the finale episode. I'd intended for us to get to episode 20, but unfortunately Jynx was a bit busy this week, and so we weren't able to record as much as I had wanted to. If you're curious why we have to end the series now and what we're going to be doing next on the channel, then check out the vlog that I just put out on Friday. It's about 22 minutes or so. If you're curious what I look like, because I kind of described it a little bit in this series, you know, with the beard and bald and all that good stuff. If you're curious what I look like, you can check out that vlog, or if you just want to know what's going to be going on with the channel and what's going to be happening with us over the next month or so. Unfortunately, Jynx wasn't in the vlog. She almost never is in the vlogs because I usually record those when she's at work. However, she did actually come home when I was in the middle of them, and I thought maybe she could come in, but I already knew that she probably wouldn't want to because she was fresh from work and yeah, it was a rough day.
Yeah, I look crazy.
And angry,
crazy
upset.
and angry, and I just need to come home and not talk to anybody for a few minutes.
Jynx tells me that on her way home from work, she like listens to like
heavy metal
and then screams the whole way home. And
yeah, I like to pretend that I'm like Taylor Momsen or something, but I know that I just sound like Taylor Swift.
That's funny. So we need to give this territory here out. You'll notice that we are now one more over our current limit, so we need to give this one out. I'm not sure how we got it. I think it must have been from when we took the Duchy of Leon, or just inherited all of our brother's titles, because that's when we got it. So apparently he also owned this, but he must have conquered it or something, because I don't think we gave that to him. So yeah, we need to grant this one out, and we actually have a knight who I could see giving it to. So that's what we'll do. One knight here, 14 prowess, who doesn't currently have any titles yet. So we'll give him one here, just a little county. And do it through the map. Alright, so let's go and grant this to him. Now, we weren't getting the penalty yet, I don't think. We lost money there. So yeah, we weren't getting the penalty for having it just yet. But yeah, we left off in the middle of this war, so I would like to finish this before we end the series.
Fight the red guy.
And I see he just landed more troops over here as well. So yeah, I'd like to finish this war, and if we have time, at least start the war over here for Barcelona. I don't know if we'll actually get to finish it or not.
He's got a little nugget of land down south too.
And I really wanted to get all of Iberia conquered before the end of the series, but unfortunately, we didn't make it to the 20 episodes. I think if we had, we probably would have gotten pretty close to getting all of Iberia done, considering the fact that we had the piety to do like one holy war after the other. So we probably could have gotten it all conquered if we had been able to make the full 20 videos. But yeah, as Jynx was pointing out, Barcelona does have this county here. We had saw that there was a Christian here last episode, but I was not aware that that was his count as a vassal, the king of Barcelona. So I guess we're sieging here. Oh, okay, that's the men-at-arms. So one of these guys should have been sieging there, I see. So we're going to have... This is what we're going to do, guys. Let's go and have this guy come over here. And then this guy will come over here. And then we'll move the men-at-arms to go engage that 1,300 men. Which he's got a lot more than he did before. So once they get there... And so we won't take the penalty. And this must be a rebellion or something. Yeah, this has got to be a rebellion.
Yeah, where'd this dude come from?
I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look what's going on there. I assume it's another conflict. Like perhaps a rebellion. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Just this one that we currently have. Alright, maybe that's a... I don't know, I guess we'll destroy him because I don't know who he is.
I don't know who it is, but we're going to kill him.
Yeah, we're going to kill him. Yeah, he would have attacked over here anyways. So yeah, let's go and get him wiped out. We also just got a martial perk. Alright, excellent. I think we're pretty close to being done with this tree, right? Yeah, this will get us the absolute control. So I'll show you guys what that is. That'll be in the counties, and it essentially increases any county where you have 100% control, and instead makes it absolute control. And you can see all the bonuses you get from having absolute control here. So basically 5% more levies and 10% more taxes. And again, that's in any county you directly control where you already have 100 control. So it's pretty useful. Should earn us a bit more money, a bit more levies, all that good stuff. So because we're battling this army here, the guy's gotten further away. Let's go chase him down. This siege here will be done in 38 days. This one here will be done in 4 months.
We're still losing money. Is that just because we're at war?
That's because our army is raised up and they're very expensive. Yeah. And also we're getting a 20% penalty because we are 1 over our domain holding limit. And so that's often why you don't want to keep counties above your holding limit, but because our holding limit is so small, that's the reason why we're doing that anyways. Oh, we don't actually want to fight him here, because then we cross into straits, and while we'll outnumber him a lot, just no reason to take that penalty and those casualties.
And throw those lives away.
Yeah, we'll just wait till he leaves. And then go after him, maybe fight him over here. Maybe we'll get the defensive bonuses. Got a notable guess. Got a claim on some county. Alright, now let's go ahead and see if we can't... If I can click on the damn army. If we can't catch them here. Okay, so they're going there. So going here will stop them most likely. Or maybe not. It seems they're going to engage us. Alright, so they'll get the defensive bonus rather than us. But again, we outnumber them over 2 to 1. And that crusade has started. The crusade for Jerusalem. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to participate in this, honestly, guys. Because we're currently in this war. I guess we're almost done. Yeah, we're at 99%. I was going to have us attack Barcelona next, but since the crusade is happening, I suppose it makes sense to participate. Get that Crusader Trait.
That's a long way, though.
Yeah, it is, but, moving across the sea is relatively fast. Much faster than moving across the land.
Do storms wipe out your ships full of dudes?
No, there's not really any, naval aspects in this one like there was with CK2, because in CK2 it was so bland anyways.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I know some people were unhappy when they removed the ships, but I felt like it was just unnecessary micromanagement that didn't really add anything to the game. Now, I would like to have seen, and this music is just so loud, now I would have liked to have seen them do a bit more with naval combat. You know what, I think we're done in this war, aren't we? Yeah, we're not even going to wait for that, guys. Let's just go ahead and end the conflict now. Enforce our demands.
Just dudes and boats now?
Yeah. Essentially, we got to give all this territory out now, too.
Dang.
And this is really good territory, too. It almost makes me want to keep that. I mean, we got to keep this territory here. Yeah, I guess there's not really anything for us to give out right now. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and just give all this out. Whoever gets it's going to be very powerful. What we could do is give this to our son.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's give it to our son. He's 16 years old. So, yeah, he deserves some land. I was going to give him Barcelona, but it looks like we won't be doing that conflict. So, let's give him this territory instead. So, we will want to grant him all the territory down here. Let's just do it to the map. I don't think we have the actual duchy title here, though. But he can create it on his own.
You can spend your own money on that.
Yeah, once he gets some prestige and stuff. So I believe that's everything. So it's going to grant it to him. And he loves us now. We bought our son's love.
Yeah, land.
Uh-huh. Is that what he said, Jinx?
Yeah.
Now, luckily our army's all raised up already. So at the very least, we don't have to do that. So that's nice.
For the crusade?
Yeah, for the crusade. Now, we will want to get these guys going over here, though. Since this is no longer enemy territory. But what we'll want to do is move our troops over there, and then we need to have our own character as well as our son leading those troops so that they can get the Crusader Trait, which is really, really nice to have.
Is that chunk of red up there his too?
Yes. We actually had an army over here sieging.
Oh, okay.
So we can actually go and move them down over to, I suppose, right here. Now, I'm not really in a hurry to get over there, guys, because you don't want to be the first one in the crusade, because the Muslim armies over here are often massive. And so if you just bring your little tiny 10,000 man army, which is a fairly large army, I suppose, but it's probably not going to compare to whatever they have. I didn't see what their numbers were. I mean, I guess they only have 11,000 right now, but he's going to have some allies that I think will join this. And that number will go up. But it's better to let other people do the initial attacking, and then you come in and sweep up. So I guess we'll imprison Teresa.
What?
Yeah, she was cheating on her spouse. If we don't, then, we lose our devotion.
Your brother is cheating with that woman.
Oh, okay. So
that's his lover.
That's his lover. I see. Yeah, I didn't read it. Either way, we have to imprison her. You kind of get left. I hate this event, honestly, because you're kind of left with really no choice. Like, you can not imprison the person, and then you get opinion with the two people, but it's not worth losing the level of devotion. How long did it take for you to get that level of devotion?
You guys should have been more discreet.
Yeah, and so you kind of are forced to arrest them, even if you don't really want to. I mean, you could take the penalty, but again, it's really not worth it. So we got a ton of people in our prison. Look at this. Wow. All right, so we're probably going to want to get rid of some of these. Yeah, let's go ahead and start, see who all we can ransom. We'll just ransom everybody that we can using the mass ransom. Actually, never mind. We don't want to do that, guys, because I did forget that, if you do it that way and they can't give money, then you just get the hook, and we don't want the hook. We'd prefer to convert them instead if they can't give us any money. So yeah, we'll ransom this character. This character, we'll ransom him off as well if we can. We can't, so when we're just releasing, we'll just demand conversion and get weak hooks. And let's go ahead and ransom. Well, is she... Yeah, she just can't be accepted, so we'll just demand conversion. So we will have converted quite a few Muslims by the end of the day here.
And then they can go convert people.
But yeah, so you can ransom here and instead get the hook. But yeah, we don't want to do that. But yeah, they can go convert people. Spread the word.
I'm sure they learned their lesson.
All right, so we'll convert her as well. I always think it's kind of silly converting children, demanding the conversion of children. The silliest, and we had this recently, in our Polish series, is when the children refuse to convert.
The baby.
Yeah, they said that their faith is just too strong. I was like, really?
No. Their faith in the word no.
Yeah, well, children love the word no.
I believe in nothing.
Mm-hmm. So let's get all that money first, and then we'll go over there, because it's going to cost money to bring the army over there. And, of course, our brother is the real father of Teresa's baby, not surprising.
Wow.
So he's got a bastard child now.
Is he married?
I thought so. I thought we married all of our brothers back when we were playing as our father. He's betrothed. So he's been waiting. Huh.
Why are they not married?
Because they haven't initiated it. Sometimes that happens, where they don't initiate the actual marriage because you have to do that.
Oh.
I've seen betrothals last quite a long time sometimes.
They just don't want to get married?
Yeah, maybe it's because of her scars. She's scarred.
Oh.
She's got the scars across her face. I don't really know if that's why.
He's like, I don't want to marry her.
It's probably because he already had a lover and he wasn't really interested in having a wife now.
Did he do that to her?
I don't think so.
Is he a monster?
Because I don't think she's even in his court.
True.
Yeah, she's all the way up here in France. See, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. But sometimes when the political situations change, they'll not want to actually do the marriage. He ransomed her quick, didn't he? He didn't even wait.
He only paid
all that
10
long.
gold.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't that much money.
The baby signed it. With his little scribbles.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and send our armies over there. Though I don't know if anybody is there yet. Yeah, you can see there's the papal forces. Alright, so let's go ahead and get... It's kind of a bummer I already got them all split up in the sense that we have to move each army individually. But of course, it's really convenient not having to split these up again. Can we, multi-select? I don't know how you'd do that. Probably not. We're going to have to move each one individually. On the PC, you'd be able to do that. So yeah, we'll just move them all over there individually.
Dragon select.
No, because there's no dragon select in this game. Oh, that just made me have to do it again. Yeah, there's no dragon select in the console version. I don't think there's a way to select multiple armies unless they're in the same province. And of course, that's the default. You select the whole army. It's fine. We only got one more move. Kind of a hassle, but it's okay. So yeah, I'll get them moving all over there. And looks like this should be a fairly easy crusade, because we vastly outnumber them. Typically, the first crusade usually is really easy. All those ransoms we got help pay for the ships, because they're kind of expensive.
Oh, yeah, we're bleeding out money.
Yeah, yep. Yeah,
and
we're
I
losing
guess
a lot of money.
Crusades are expensive.
Oh, and I never did put my myself in charge of one of these armies, so let's go ahead and do that. I know that we're not the greatest marshal overall, so we'll probably just take charge of this army.
So did we not make it on the ship?
You know what? We might not be able to do that when we're at sea. Yeah, it looks like we can't do that when we're at sea.
They left without us?
Don't worry, Jinx. We can put them in charge. We could always land them again, but then we'd have to pay money. So we'll just wait till we get there and then put them in charge. So, is he declaring war on us?
Rebellion.
Oh, it's a rebellion. God damn it. Yeah, I guess I knew that was about to happen.
Don't make us turn these boats around.
We might have to. Yeah. I'm not giving them anything. I'm not converting. So we're going to have to fight them. So that's very unfortunate because it's a large army. So what I think we're going to have to do... Yeah, we're going to clearly have to bring the army back. At least bring this army with the men-at-arms back. Yeah, that's going to be necessary. And then...
catch that guy, we're going to chop his head off.
Yeah, this is kind of irritating. It was
worse.
Not a good time for us. Unfortunately. So we'll just bring back the men-at-arms and hopefully that'll be enough. And then these armies can do sieges and stuff. We'll just have to avoid fighting over there. It's going to be difficult controlling troops in these two areas. It's difficult on the PC, but I imagine it's going to be even more difficult on console because they're so far away. So let's go and get these guys landing. And we'll land here. Won't be able to attack them immediately because of the penalty that we get. I mean, we could still probably beat them, but why take the penalty?
Is that the guy right there?
Yep, that's one of them. I don't think he's leading that one, though. He's clearly leading the largest one, which would probably be that one, yeah. So he's leading that army. So that's who we need to engage first. But we're like right here next to this guy, so we'll probably go and destroy him as well.
He just watched everybody sail off.
And then, then he did his rebellion. That's okay, guys. It just means we won't be able to engage in any of these battles. But the Papal forces have already arrived, and they are very numerous. So I don't know if he'll need our help. Maybe. That's not as much as I thought he had. Okay. But obviously we got other priorities here, guys. So with these guys here, again, we vastly outnumber, but let's just wait till we get rid of that penalty, which we did, and then we'll go and attack him. Alright, so get him destroyed. He'll definitely take over some of these provinces. I don't think we'll be able to stop that. And now we gotta dip back over here to see if our ships have arrived. Just about. And then we'll land them and have them do a siege. And hopefully they don't get attacked while we're doing that. So we're going to attack here. And then we'll want to put ourselves in charge of this army so that we get the Crusader Trait. Where are we? We're probably going to be kind of far down, aren't we? Because we're not the greatest.
You're still in Spain.
There we go. All right, so now we are the commander there, and we'll get the trait. So we won this battle. I must have missed it. Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't put the notification on the top like the PC version. You got to just kind of figure it out. So let's go here. And then we'll attack them. I'm not sure what those notifications are about. Are those the battle notifications that pop up here? It's kind of weird that they show up right there. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. All right, so which battle was this?
Argos?
Okay, so that was the 4,000. What about these ones? These ones must be really old ones then. Yeah, that's from that other war. Okay. So we'll engage his main army and see if we can't get a win there. We do outnumber him if he doesn't get more troops to help him. We've got this siege going here. And that'll be done in 2 months. Did we get the Crusader Trait? We didn't. We might not be in the actual area just yet.
We got a fancy new outfit.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty cool.
It is. Yeah, I like how they change your outfits based on like what's going on. So let's just take a look at where this crusade is over. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right there. So we should have gotten the trait. Maybe soon we'll get it. I'm not entirely sure. And we are commanding, right? Yeah, we are commanding. Hopefully we'll get it soon.
Outfit.
Yeah, we got the outfit. I think all your armies get it during a crusade, though. Like, you'll see this guy has a outfit like that as well. See? And he's not even over there.
Okay.
So it's just because we're in the crusade.
Well, he was gonna go.
We
He had
cannot
to go back home.
He had to go back home. We cannot get that doctor swayed. No matter what we do, man.
Does he dislike us again?
No, but we've been trying to sway him repeatedly and just not had any success.
I thought we gave up.
I've had it going this whole time.
He doesn't hate us.
He doesn't hate us. It's like plus 37, I think.
Now he might rub the poop on your chest lovingly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it'll do, Jinx. All right, one of the risky things is with our armies here is that, we're not really watching them. And so they could be wiped out.
Or just hanging out, not doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of can set them to do something or whatever. I'm more concerned about them getting wiped out by these huge armies here. Look at these guys stomping. Yeah, that's a risk. We're going to have to watch this, guys.
That would suck so bad. Like, sending your troops off across the world and then having to wait on, like, pigeons during your messages.
All right, so we need to put our son in charge of one of these armies so that he'll get the Crusader trait as well. I thought he was okay. Apparently not. Here we go. Looks different now with his little ducal headband.
I bet he loses his base.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's hope he doesn't. All right, so let's go and do this battle, guys. We'll just kind of throw him over there and hope it turns out all right, since we have to watch the Crusade, because we are at risk of having our entire army wiped out. And yeah, if he attacked this army here where our son is in charge, then he could lose his face.
And then he wouldn't be able to grow a beard.
Mm-hmm.
How would people know he's your son?
Yeah, and his father would be ashamed of him.
Yeah.
His lackluster beard. We got another dedication level probably from getting involved in this Crusade. Yeah, look at these huge armies stomping around, guys. I don't know why he's not actually doing anything, though. All right, so we did take this county here. Excellent. I don't know that it gave us credit for taking it, though, because you can see that it's not our color. So we still were involved and helped. But yeah, I don't think it's going to say that we're the one that took it.
So when you're doing a crusade, like, do you keep the land that you took, or does that go to the Pope?
So, remember we talked about in the last episode that beneficiary?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we can, how we look at that on console, probably here. So, basically, they hand out all the war chest, which right now is 3,108 gold. Those are all the people, the characters, the Christian characters who decided to give money rather than troops. And so they're paying for the crusade rather than actually using their military. And so that money will be split out among all the people involved based on their war contribution. So if you look at our war contribution, we're at 20% right now. We have the highest share. We're ranked number 1 with score 985. And that's also how the land is given out based on your war contribution. Kind of. There's a little bit of a random factor to it and some other things that might be considered. But yeah, all those beneficiaries will get titles based on if the person that's supporting them, if they did enough in the conflict.
Okay.
So essentially that one character we made our beneficiary, he could become the king of Jerusalem. That's a potential possibility. What was that to see? Let's see if this battle over here happened. You'd assume it was over by now. Yeah, we have won it. We didn't capture him, unfortunately. So I assume he went into this army now.
He escaped.
There's no commander yet, so we're going to have to go this way. And just slowly get all these armies defeated. Maybe he's over here now. Can't actually see there. If he's in this one. Yeah, he is. So we should probably... I want to battle him first, but at the same time, I can't, get this to close. At the same time, these armies are closer.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean,
of hills.
It's 13 months, though. So it might make more sense to just go after him now. Yeah, that's what we'll do, guys. I suppose this is 3,000 troops, though. You know what? Let's just wipe him out. He'll end up winning that siege over there. There's just no way around it. Alright, so I don't know what the enemy's doing. He's just bouncing all over the place. Oh, Rodrigo finally died.
No,
Jinx, El Cid.
He died of old age.
El Cid is finally dead. Yeah, he died of old age, so he died in his bed. I don't think we have him. Actually, he might have been leading this army over here.
I thought he was fighting.
Yeah, we might want to take a look and see. Yeah, we don't have a commander over here.
Ooh.
So that would have been good.
We could have Rodrigo.
Yeah, we're going to put our best friend in charge over here. And so he'll do that battle. I'm surprised that we didn't get the Crusader Trait. I kind of feel like it's not working properly, or maybe I'm not in the actual Crusade region, which is weird. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, Jerusalem's right here. Maybe I have to actually step on Jerusalem. Like, let's go over there and see if... I mean, this is all part of this... Maybe it's got to be specifically in this county. So let's go here and step in there and see if that gets us the bonus. I bet he's going to go after that army with their son in it. There we go.
Okay.
So we weren't in the actual
You had to actually
county.
go to Jerusalem?
Yeah. All right, so that gave us the Crusader Trait. And so what that does... Let's find it in here. And so this here is going to give us a +2 martial, +1 prowess. All people of our faith will have a +15 opinion. And all the clergy will have a +15 opinion. That means 30+ for Christian clergy.
Nice.
So it's very helpful.
And you keep that forever?
Yes. Yep. Although in the current version of the game on PC, and I don't know if it's in this way on the old version. I don't think it is. I think it was to fix an exploit. In the current version, if we were to say remove ourselves as the commander of this army, we would lose the Crusader Trait because we left. But I think in this version of the game, you could just like replace the character and then get it for all of your people.
Oh, wow.
And so I think they put that in there to avoid that exploit. I believe so. I don't think you can do it anymore. All right, so kind of sucks having to dip back and forth here, guys, but it is what it is. So we need to get our son in that area. All right, so this has been taken. So I suppose we'll go after this one next. It's very risky because we might get attacked over here. Yeah, it's pretty risky. We'll see what happens.
Maybe not.
As far as how close we are to being done, we're at 30% right now, guys. Yeah, he's going to go after this army. All right, so we're going to have to flee. Kind of sucks. We almost got it done. But let's get the hell out of here, guys. We don't want our son to get engaged and destroyed. He just barely made it out of there. But it looks like the papal forces and our allies are coming over here to engage them.
Run away.
All right, so if we can get right here, then that gets him the trait. And then we probably... Well, let's test this and see if it does, in fact, remove it from him. So you can see he now has the Crusader Trait. So let's see if it removes that trait from him when I put somebody else in place. Like this guy here, for instance. So we'll see if that takes it from him. And we'll try and help in this battle, I suppose, just to say that we did. Say we were there. We participated. Because you can see that they're trying to get them engaged. And our cousin was slain in battle. Oh no.
Albert.
And yeah, it looks like the rebel army did take this location from us, unfortunately. We finished this battle here, so now let's go chase after him all the way over there.
For your auntie.
And it looks like we destroyed all those troops. That other 1,000-man army came over here and helped. Okay, so that's the last rebellion army, I believe, rebel army. Yeah, just that 2,600 men. So we'll move over there and get them wiped out, hopefully. And continue the fight over here. Will take place in this little tiny battle. It was against 500 enemy troops. We had like, I don't know, 20,000 or some crazy number. So we'll help out with this one too. Again, just to kind of say that we participated. And then we have these two sieges going. So this is all getting us war contribution to get us more war chests. Typically, if you help in a crusade, you get filthy rich. It gets you a lot of gold.
Oh yeah, if you're splitting all that money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the amount of chests that you get is based on your war contribution. So the more you do, the richer you get. All right, so I guess we'll stay here and siege this down, I suppose.
That is a clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, very easy winning these battles simply because we have so many people involved helping us out here. All right, so he's on the retreat, but he'll go right past us since he's on the shattered retreat. Those sieges are both almost done. We're sitting at 58% on the crusade. And this guy just went out to sea. Wow. I don't think we're going to catch him. So we just have to wait and see where he goes, I suppose.
Yeah, where's he going?
This is a real pain.
Is he going to sail around?
Oh, somebody else is engaging him. That might lock him down long enough for us to get him.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so. But we got to dip on back over here now, guys, because we can't have our armies getting destroyed over here just because I'm not paying attention. Especially with our king leading right here. That could be disastrous. We're about to fight 60 dudes. We're surrounded by enemies right now. This is not good. We did capture somebody in that one siege over here.
I feel like we already captured that chick before.
Might have. It's not the first time we've seen her in a dungeon.
Oh no, you got me again.
All right, so we're going to go over here into Egypt. Start taking this territory, I suppose, just because it's far away from everybody else. Helps us get some war score. We're at 71% right now. As far as how much we've actually contributed, let's take a look. So 4,893 points is what we have. We're getting 20% of the war chest. I think that might be the most you can get, though. I'm not sure. But we are easily the one that's been contributing the most.
It's a pretty big piece of the pie.
Yeah, 20% of 3108. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
It does feel like we need a little more, though.
Maybe like 600 something gold. But yeah, I feel like we should have gotten a lot more based on our contribution here. But you know what? I guess maybe we shouldn't have. Because who are all these troops? So maybe, yeah, maybe they probably done more. They're the ones that are actually winning the battles.
And the Pope wants his cut.
I don't know if the Pope takes a cut, actually. I don't think he does.
Would he not?
No, I don't think he does. Because he's the one who called this. And, you know, the Pope's the one that really gives out money in this game. It's actually not very realistic in that sense. Because, yeah, the Pope essentially is, you know, every time we use that decision to ask our head of faith for money, he's just giving us money.
Right, here you go.
It'd typically be more the other way around.
I didn't need a new hat anyway.
Now, one of the interesting things about the Middle Ages is this is a period when popes were not only like controlling vast swaths of territory in Italy, but also had like armies of their own. They would have their own vassals. I mean, the King of England King John became a vassal of the Pope, and he was just one of many. So technically England, for a period, was a vassal kingdom of the Pope.
I'm sure they don't like to look at themselves like that.
What, the English?
Yeah.
Well, it was a short time.
We were never a vassal to anyone.
And it was kind of more like a nominal vassal. They weren't really they didn't really do anything that made them a vassal, but yeah, John was having a very rough time. He had a horrible time, actually. All right, so we finished up. I thought we'd finished one of these crusades. That was not the case. But I think we finished this rebellion. I believe we just won. Yeah, we won that. All right, so we can go ahead and end that and arrest this guy, which we've already confirmed that we're going to kill him.
Yes.
We are angry.
Can we torture him first? Because that was a big pain in the butt.
We could. Which one is he? I don't even know. He's not that guy. We're just looking for the rebel leader here.
Just torture them all. I don't know.
It's got to be this guy. Here he is. Yeah, this is them. So we can torture him, Jinx. We'll spend 100 piety.
We got plenty.
So you want to torture him first?
Yes.
Because it was such a hassle?
It was a hassle.
Okay, so we'll torture him.
And those guys didn't get to go be a part of the crusade.
So why complicate matters? There's nothing like the good old rack. The sound when bones and sinews snap is quite unforgettable, but not as unforgettable as the pain. That can't be pronounced right. It must be pronounced different, but I don't know how it's pronounced. Mine, yeah, is soon to experience. It had to be done, is what we said.
It did.
It did.
This dude's got all dressed up.
For nothing.
To go fight a crusade and get some riches.
Yeah, look at their Crusader outfits.
Everybody's going to come back.
They participated in the crusade while our dudes didn't. Yeah.
Gonna be so salty.
So, I guess we'll just do the sieges over here, though I don't know if this is giving war score because it's not really part of the area. But we don't want to engage in battle with these armies because they're just levies. So we'll just keep doing sieges for now. We get the wealth from the sieges. So there's at least that. So we're at 84% on the war score. Should be done soon, though they are starting to do their own sieges to get their territory back. But once we get our men at arms over here, we can actually start fighting them. I don't know if they'll get over here in time, though, because this crusade's going to be done very soon, guys. Which I believe we're still the #1 contributor. Yes, with 6,088 points. Oh, it actually tells you how much money you're getting. I didn't realize that. I went and did the math and stuff.
I mean, you're
you're getting 621. But yeah, it tells you how much money you're getting there. There's your prestige and your piety, all that good stuff. So we finished with this one here. I don't know if there's anywhere else to go after that's safe. Yeah, I don't think so, guys. I think anywhere we attack, we're risking it.
But you have God on your side.
True. We have God on our side. I suppose we'll just want to go somewhere.
Have faith?
Of course I do, Jinx. You don't question my faith.
No, I'm questioning.
In the Holy Land?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll...
God wants this.
Yeah, so we'll just throw 12 dudes at them. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
12 knights. Just charging at 2,700 men because we got God on our side.
It'll be a tale for all times.
Yeah. We can go and speed this up a little bit, guys. Also, we've got all these victories here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We never replaced...
Oh, Rodrigo.
Yep.
How dare you go and die?
So, yeah, we don't have a marshal right now. So let's go and rectify that. And I think our friend would be the best choice, honestly. He's got very good martial ability. And he likes us a lot, too. And the Crusader's over. So, our men-at-arms never made it there, guys.
Oh, poor guys.
Alright, so all the titles were handed out. The gold was handed out. And our beneficiary won. And thus, he is now the King of Jerusalem. Because we were the #1 contributor. Alright, excellent.
Who was our beneficiary?
Just some guy in our dynasty. King, he's Ramiro. I don't remember who he was.
Some random guy, and now he's king?
Yep, now he's king.
Wow.
I didn't know who any of the characters were that we had options.
Ramiro, huh?
Yeah, so did you want to read the victorious crusade, Jinx?
St. George has granted King Ramiro victory in the crusade for Jerusalem. After defeating Caliph Abu Mansur al-Nazir and his heathen warriors on several occasions, our warriors forced the enemies of the faith to admit their ignominious defeat. With the occupied lands firmly under the leadership of a pious Catholic ruler, we can rest assured that the divine will of St. George has been enacted. This is a glorious day for all true followers of the cross.
So, now that we have a member of our dynasty over there, there's, a couple bonuses to that. I mean, first of all, you got a member of your dynasty over on
he looks good.
Yeah.
He's all golden and shit.
Yeah, he's the King of Jerusalem. And he's got that blonde hair, fits with his golden outfit. And you can see he also got the Crusader King trait as well. So that gives him a bunch of different bonuses here. Kind of helps the crusading kingdoms keep their territory, or make it easier for them to keep it. So yeah, we got a member of our dynasty over here. He's Polish though, he's not Spanish. We knew that when we selected him, of course. But yeah, one of the main benefits is that we're going to get more renown because we have another king in our dynasty. So the amount of renown you get is based on the counts and duchies and or the counts, the dukes, and the kings and emperors that you have in your dynasty that hold those titles. And so with another king of our dynasty, our renown will go up faster. So that's a nice bonus there. So as far as who he is, I don't really know who his father is.
His dad is his heir?
Yes, because he doesn't have any children.
Oh.
And he doesn't have any brothers either. He just has sisters. So yeah, his father would inherit in this case, who is insane.
Why does his father look younger than him?
He kind of does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's 39 years old. He's not an old guy.
True.
This guy's really young. We picked an 18-year-old, so he'll rule over here a really long time if he's successful.
An old 18-year-old.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, he's now over here as the King of Jerusalem. Hopefully him and his wife are able to have a kid. I assume they haven't been married for very long. She's is delicate.
She's a tough soldier, though. How can you be delicate and a tough soldier?
Well, that's just the education trait.
Oh, I see.
Well,
so
this
she thinks she's a tough soldier.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She has shown some prowess in martial matters, but still has a lot to learn.
And she hurt herself.
But her body is not as strong as it could be.
Oh, that sucks. Your body holds you back.
Yeah. You have ambitions. And your body holds you back. So yeah, he's now the King of Jerusalem. And we don't really know who that guy is, of course. But you can see that his father, at least, was from Spain. He's from the Basque region. But yeah, I don't know who any of these guys are. His grandfather, okay. So his grandfather was the King of Navarre, who we defeated and took his titles. Yeah, I see. So that's who he is, if we wanted to know. All right, so we can go and disband our armies. I think we're done with all the wars, right? So let's go and disband all our armies. And
just
now,
like that, they go home?
Yep, just like that, they go home. And Jerusalem is now under the control of the Christians. So we won the first crusade. I'm sure there'll be a second one eventually. for the we'll have to like either take more territory. We don't know where that second crusade would be, but I would assume that the Muslims would attack Jerusalem and eventually take it over. We'd have to go back over there.
Probably soon.
Maybe. Sometimes they can hold on to it for quite a while. And then you also have the truce as well. Although I think we have a truce with him rather than the other way around. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens there, guys. But yeah, the first crusade is over. I think that was a great way for us to end this series, is with a crusade. Would have been nice to take Barcelona and then give that to our son, but we did just give him a very rich territory here in Sevilla. This is some of the best territory as far as development goes in all of our lands. So yeah, pretty good. So he'll learn how to govern, learn how to be a ruler here as the Duke of Sevilla, although I think he hasn't actually gotten the ducal title yet, has he? Let's take a look real quick. Oh, he gave Sevilla of all the territory out.
Okay.
He is the Duke. Oh wait, that's the wrong. Oh, I forgot we already gave him a duchy. I completely forgot we gave him the Duchy of Leon. That's right. We did do that, didn't we?
We sure did.
So now he has more territory.
Yeah, whatever.
So he's really rich. I was wondering why he gave Sevilla out. Like, I'm like, this is like the richest territory he has. Why would he give that one out? Though he probably still is managing some of this directly. I don't know why he chose to give that one out of all of them. That's clearly the best one. He should have kept that.
Silly kid.
Yep. Silly child. Making silly mistakes. Sometimes it's better to give the territory out yourself, but the problem is then they don't get the opinion boost with their vassals for appointing them to those counties, because you got it instead.
He's just trying to make friends.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is who he appointed as the Count of Sevilla. Another young man, apparently.
Another Rodrigo.
There's a lot of Rodrigos in our land, Jinx. Got another, it says Alfonso.
Yeah, well, you know, we've never had a problem with Rodrigos.
Yeah, not really. And then we got, yeah, he owns this county directly here. And then we got Pero over here in the far south. So yeah, that I think is a really good place for us to end this series. Again, if you're wondering why we're ending it now, go check out that vlog that I put out on Friday. You can also see what it looked like. Discuss a lot of different things there, but there are timestamps, chapters in the video, so you can kind of skip around to what you want to hear, what you're interested in. It's unfortunate we didn't get through the 20 videos that I intended, and then maybe we could have got more of Iberia conquered. Might have been able to get it all, I don't know. 2 more videos, maybe. You can do Barcelona in probably one video, and then you can probably do 2 of the Muslim countries in one video. What I probably would have done is just declare war on all of them at the same time.
Just attack.
Yeah. Don't raise your armies until after you've done all the war declarations, and then raise your armies and defeat them all at the same time. Yeah, and the Barcelona would have been a separate war. So I think we could have done it if we really squeezed it in and could have got all of Iberia conquered by episode 20, but unfortunately, we're not able to do that. But yeah, I did enjoy this series. It's interesting on console. Obviously, PC is a far superior experience. Controls way better. Mouse and keyboard is much easier to use than the controller. So I would definitely recommend that if you have a choice, you go with the PC version over the console version. But if you don't have a choice, this is a really great port. I don't know what you think about it.
Well, I haven't tried with the controls, and I think it would be difficult for me to figure it out at first. But I think, I did learn a lot in this series as far as like how to play and like the different mechanics that maybe I didn't fully understand before.
But yeah, I think it's a good port though, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
It's better than Stellaris was, and I felt like Stellaris was a decent port too.
Yeah. Like I said in the beginning, like I wasn't even sure how they were going to port a game like this to console. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, I felt like they did a good job. I'm interested to see if they'll be able to do Hearts of Iron 4 though, because I think that would be next, right? That or EU4.
That would be another one that I'm like, how are they going to do that?
Yeah, I'm quite skeptical of that one.
How are you going to paint your fronts?
Yeah, I just don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how you would control all those little armies and those little tiny provinces.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you can just use the battle planner and then let the AI control, but that's not the preferred way for anybody who wants to be as efficient as possible. You manually control your own troops, and I just don't know how you do that with a controller. It'd be really slow and time consuming. Yeah, I don't know how they'll do it, but I'm interested to see if they will and how they'll do it, and we'll certainly be covering those ports as well if they come to console. As far as covering this game any further on console, if some of the expansions come out, which I imagine they will, maybe when Royal Quirk comes out, The Viking one, I don't see us covering that one. That's the next one that'll be coming out. I don't see us doing that one. But when Royal Court comes to the console, maybe we'll do another console series at that point. I think that could be pretty fun. With all the many really cool additions that DLC brought, I think we'd have a good time with it. We could point all kinds of people to our jester positions. Yeah.
I do love a good jester.
So yeah, maybe we'll come back to the console version once it gets some expansions. We'll have to see, guys. This series was a bit shorter than my typical CK3 series, where I've gone like two of them went up to episode 40, and the other one was like episode 44 or 45. So obviously significantly shorter than my PC series, but I hope you guys did still enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. If you're looking for anything to watch while you wait for the next series to start, which will be after we come back from our vacation, again, details in that vlog. But if you're looking for anything to watch in the meantime, then check out the front page of our channel. We have thousands of videos with a variety of different games, including quite a bit of Paradox, though most of that is on PC, those Paradox Grand Strategy games. We do play a lot of strategy games on console as well, specifically those ports. When they come from PC to console, we'll often check them out. And all those videos on the front page are sorted by genre, so you should be able to find what you're looking for easy enough. If you're looking for any links, check out the description of any of our videos. Find links to our PayPal, Patreon, and Teespring store if you'd like to help support the channel. You also find a link to all of our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff if you'd like to follow us on there. And finally, a final link to our Discord if you'd like to join our community. So I do hope to see you guys on another video, and thanks for watching.